I saw the vast waiting room, the adjacent piazza filled with 300 or 400 people, poorly dressed. These are the words of Italian bishop and future saint John Baptiste Scalabrini as he stood at the railway station in Milan toward the end of the 19th century. He continued, their faces, bronzed by the sun and marked by premature wrinkles drawn by privation, reflected the turmoil agitating their hearts. There were old men, young men, women leading or carrying their little children. Bishop Scalabrini saw the humanity in these migrants and founded the Congregation of the Missionaries of St. Charles to serve and accompany them. In 1964, the congregation founded the Center for Migration Studies of New York, the first institute dedicated to researching and educating others on international migration, promoting understanding between immigrants and receiving communities, and implementing policies that safeguard the dignity and rights of migrants, refugees, and newcomers. CMS publishes the International Migration Review, the leading scholarly journal on international migration, and the Journal on Migration and Human Security, a peer-reviewed publication featuring cutting-edge public policy papers. The scene described more than a century ago continues to play out to this day. 100 million people are displaced by war, social and economic upheaval, and violence. Others are displaced by the effects of a degrading climate. And they face an increasingly hostile environment. Asylum seekers are pushed back by European nations and abandoned at sea. Barbed wire barricades lace the Rio Grande. Migrants are cynically bused from the southern border to sanctuary cities, and anti-migrant rhetoric rings out even in traditionally welcoming cities like New York. As the world turns its back on refugees, CMS shines a light on their needs and on the policies that will protect them and respect their dignity. CMS focuses on person-centered solutions, like 2 pilot projects that connect migrants at the border to supportive programs and communities in receiving cities. CMS also joined a fact-finding delegation to the Dominican Republic, meeting with government officials and providers to discuss the treatment of stateless persons and displaced Haitians. And CMS organizes convenings that bring together providers from the U.S. and beyond, exploring solutions informed by experience and collected wisdom. Recent research has shed a light on critical issues. CMS's report on the immigration court backlog offered policy proposals that drew the interest of the U.S. Senate. Another report found an undercount of nearly 1 million undocumented residents from 2010 to 2020 in the American Community Survey. CMS also issued a study on the New York City population eligible for citizenship and proposed policies to overcome barriers to naturalization. A special issue of CMS's Journal on Migration and Human Security focused on protracted displacement worldwide. Finally, the center marked the 10-year anniversary of its Democratizing Data initiative with a series of reports and recommendations, including a finding that the undocumented population in the U.S. is trending upward, even while the Mexican undocumented population has declined. CMS's expertise has been featured in numerous media, including the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, PolitiFact, and Law 360, as well as local outlets in states including Minnesota, Florida, and Tennessee. In this time of challenge and change, CMS remains true to the Scalabrinian mission of recognizing the humanity and inherent dignity of migrants. That commitment is a constant, even while the organization itself marks a new beginning. Earlier this year, longtime executive director Donald Kerwin stepped down, and Mario Russell has come on board, ready to launch CMS's legacy into the future.
These are challenging times. We're seeing record migration flows worldwide, with people desperate for safety and a chance at a new life. Everywhere they go, they are met with resistance, indifference, and fear, and laws and systems that just don't seem to work anymore. I know, though, that with time and patience and imagination, and with our commitment to the research and public education that is so crucial today, change is possible and good will come. The words from Bishop Scalabrini still resonate today. Faced with this situation, he said, I've often asked myself, how can it be remedied? And that's the question that CMS was founded to answer, and that continues to motivate us in our daily work today.